Doncaster Rovers looking to get back to winning ways after the defeat away at Harrogate Town. But standing in their way are the Welshmen. No, not the red and white, but the orange and black, as Newport County travel to the EcoPass Stadium in League Two action. So we're here with Kieran, of course, Newport County fan. I was on his preview. You can go and check it out. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Thoughts on today then? How do you think it's going to be for you guys?
Oh, you know what? I have, like we've said on the podcast, it's going to be a cagey affair. I don't think there's going to be too much in it. Realistically, I think it's all about who kind of gets on the front foot, who starts off better, and whoever scores first kind of wins this game. And, you know, there's very common themes between both clubs in that I didn't know that you shared a ground with, like, the rugby team. We do that, so there's even more of a similarity for me to kind of say that this will be a close one. What football fan would I be if I didn't back my own team to win this? So I'll say we win 2-1, but I'm not expecting a 4-0 result by any means.
Okay, that's fair. Name one player that we need to watch out for today.
Oh,
if you can pick one.
If I could pick one. For his versatility and the kind of stuff he brings to the team offensively and defensively, Shane McLaughlin. I can't really back anyone different, but I suppose the obvious answer would be Will Evans in terms of his goal-scoring record.
Okay, and finally then, where do you predict you'll finish this season?
I said originally 18th. We're currently 18th. I think I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm not going to go too much higher. I think we're going to finish one better than last season, 14th for me, but realistically, you know, as long as it's above 23rd, as I've said many a times, I'll be more than happy.
Cheers. Newport under Graham Clough have got some fantastic players, but we need a reaction after that Harrogate defeat. So, fingers crossed we get the reaction, especially with 3 debutants today. And we're off. Doncaster Rovers versus Newport County. You Reds! So I told you we had a few changes for the lineup today. In terms of how we're going to line up, it's going to be Lewis Jones in goal, Rowe and Nixon as your left and right fullback respectively, and then McGrath on the left side of the back four, Bailey on the right side of the back four, Matthew Craig is the CDM, Close and Broadbent on the right and left respectively in front of Craig, and then Watts on the left wing, Molyneux on the right wing, and Ironside up front. That's how we're going to probably line up today. Don't have a chance to go through if we can, and it's back to Newport. So Newport put the ball in, back post, laid off, ball in again, good header away by, I think that was Bailey. Out it comes again. Newport working it on this far side, ball comes in, good clearance again. Yeah, they've just given an offside, could have been 1-0 Newport, but they've just given offside, and from our angle it definitely looks like an offside. Not by a lot, but definitely an offside. So still 0-0, not 1-0 Newport yet. I were expecting goals today. I were expecting goals either way. It's been a bit nip and tuck, bit of a touchy-feely game, sort of eyeing each other out, see who blinks first. Been a bit scrappy, few fouls here and there. We've tried to make runs in behind. Newport have been playing down them channels, looking for the balls in the box, looking for the long balls over the top sometimes as well. So I think it's been it's been like a Wild West shootout where you do that massive standoff with the Wild West music, and you kind of see who blinks first and, you know, who shoots the pistol first. So it's been a bit like a Wild West shootout where you sort of eye each other out and see who's going to blink first, who's going to react first to the sound of the bell. So it's going to be nip and tuck. It's going to be quite hammer and tongue for the first 15, 20 minutes. And it's about who comes out of that the better in terms of clinicalness, cleanliness of play, and also the fluidness of the play as well. Who grabs the game by the scruff of the neck first? And I think after the first 15, 20 minutes of hammer and tongue, we'll get an idea of that. So while we've got a break-in play, I wanted to use this as an opportunity to give a massive shout-out to someone who sent a request in. I want to give a massive shout-out to Hull Cross Rats, who are in a cup game against Wheatley Hotel tomorrow, and that shout-out request was from Jay's dad, Mr. John McGrath. Shout-out to John McGrath for liking the channel and the video on Jay. Shout-out to Hull Cross Rats. Good luck against Wheatley Hotel in your cup game tomorrow. Shout-out to all of you. Big up to the McGrath family. Mean that McGrath to you. Right, we almost scored. I'm not too sure how close that was, but we were about to celebrate thinking we'd scored. Just came off. Last minute defending from the Welshman, in the orange and black. Orange is the new black because they defended brilliantly. Tell you what about Newport County's defending just then. Orange is the new black because they defended like a Netflix documentary on bloody point. Treat it like a Netflix documentary, finish it off, publish it, and let the viewers decide. I mean, at least Newport aren't wearing the kit that makes them look like an orange tango. Because if Newport beat us, we have been tangoed officially. If we win, then we haven't been tangoed. Simple as that.
You know when you've been tangoed.
Molyneux, good save. I don't usually like fizzy drinks, but tango, solid. It's corner to Rovers. What am I talking here? Corner to Rovers. Swing it in, back post, and it came. Wide it goes. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And Rovers have to recollect to the defensive zone and push the play, recycle the play again. Great passage of play there. Inside, chance. Oh, chance still though. Keep it on the ground and put it back in the box. You might still have an opportunity. We beat Newport to the ball there. We're having to work it on the outside again. Ball comes in, back post. Keeper's there. So Newport free kick, busted in. Jones is there. But Jones went upside down. Boy, you turned me inside out. But the Newport play got the worst out of that. So we've got not one, not two, not three. I'm going to save you time. 6 minutes of added time. But I think with the injury situation with the Newport guy involving Lewis Jones and with a couple of other decisions here and there, I think 5 or 6 was the right deal. I think 6 ended up being the right deal. How would I judge this half? Even though we haven't scored yet, I think the last 10-15 minutes, we've been the better team. It's been a scrappy first 15-20 minutes. Then the last 10-15 minutes, we've been the better team. Newport have tried coming into it in the last few minutes, but we've held our own and we've dealt with it. So I think it's been a bit of a... I think 0-0's probably the right scoreline for this first half. I think our new players have been doing good today. I think Billy Waters has made the runs in behind that we needed. I think that McGrath's done well defensively. Are we over for an attack here? Foul there. Ball's going to trickle out. And it's a Newport throw. McGrath's done well in defence. I think that Waters has done well. I think Craig's held his own in the 6th role. I think Carty might end up coming on off the bench in the second half and doing a decent job. For me, I don't see many things wrong in this first half. I think it's been an edgy first half, bit end-to-end for at least half of the first half. We've come out on top in the last 10 minutes and Newport tried coming back into it in the last 5. So I think 0-0's a fair scoreline, and I think that if we come out in the second half, like we did in the first half, I think we've got a decent chance of winning this. So that's half-time. Doncaster Rovers 0, Newport County 0. Overall, like I said earlier, a to and fro first 15-20 minutes. We came back into it in the last 10 minutes. A couple of minutes of Newport trying to struggle their way back into it, get some control back. Overall, for me, I feel like Doncaster definitely earned more of the points in the first half than Newport. However, for me, I think it should be interesting to see how the second half goes. I think 0-0's a fair scoreline for the end of the first half. But at the end of the first half, it's Doncaster Rovers 0, Newport County 0. So the second half's kicked off. Newport made a change. We've not made any changes in the second half. Newport pumping it forward, still getting the better. Rovers pump it clear now. Chance here, inside, go on! Oh, deflection! Just saved. Newport trying to work something here down this near side again. They're coming up inside. Ball in! Good save, Lewis Jones. Born and bred Donny keeper. Come on, Lewis. I see comparisons by a few people, by the way, to Jay McGrath, to Matt Mills. And I do get the comparison, to be fair. I think he's similar to a Matt Mills type defender. One of the best centre-backs we had in the modern generation. He was part of that golden era squad under Sean O'Driscoll. He was part of that championship squad. He was a fantastic player. I also want to use this opportunity to give a shout out. If we're doing shout outs in this video, I want to give a shout out to the fans of Reading Football Club, because as far as I'm recording this, the game against Port Vale has been suspended, but I've got a feeling it might end up getting abandoned. Fair play to the Reading fans, because you are standing up for your football club. Fair play to the Reading fans, because you're standing up for what you believe in and what you want as fans for your football club, and that is to get your ownership situation sorted and to get your club back on track again. So shout out to the Reading Football Club supporters around the world, because you're doing your bit to support your football club and get your owner out. Working it there to the edge of the box, chance and opportunity here. Fox in the box, on the wide front. Keeper's there. Newport almost working a chance there. Good working with the ball into the area. Chance here though to work it. Can we use this near side? Can we? I think we can. But who's there? I think the winger was too deep in that position. Newport comfortable, able to work it round the back. Keeper goes long. See, that was the problem with that particular one. Yes, it's a throw for us and fair play. But this is it. Billy was quite deep in that position on that side. Didn't quite make that forward run on that one, but yeah, quite deep on that one. Free kick Rovers, clear knock there by the Newport player. If I'm being perfectly honest, another referee might not have given that. Another ref might not have given that. Are we going to work it along the ground or put the ball in the box? We're working it through the middle again. Turn around, back on the outside. Sprinting towards it, too much power, goal kick. So we've made a couple of changes. Biggins and Hurst comes on for Broadbent and Waters. Bit of an analysis on Waters' first day today. Pretty good, as I described in the analysis video. A fox in the box, a pest, makes the runs in behind that we've needed for a while. Especially when Ironside's in deeper positions, you need someone who's going to make those runs in behind and cover their back. Waters can do that. There was a mixture of service for Billy today. Overall, fairly impressed. Broadbent's had an ish game. I think George Broadbent is a work in progress, to be honest with you. So we'll see more of George next season, I bet. Chance here to work it. Here he comes. Tricky Kyle. Tricky Kyle Hurst. Back from injury. Back fit. Good to see him back on the pitch. Corner ball. Corner taking on this near side. Looking for the whip. Is someone there on the back post? Pretty much. And it's our throw as well, come on! Looks for the whip, back post. Header one, in the box, clear. Where can you go with it? Straight into Newport. But chance, oh, downfield. With 15 minutes to go of this game, it's been one of those non-quality games. It's been one of those kind of wishy-washy ones where it didn't develop a lot of quality finishing. But saying that, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the next 15 minutes, we'll see a goal for us, or a couple of goals for us. Ball over here. Newport clear it. They've had to replace their back three. Oh, chance! Oh, that's the ball! Oh! That was the chance. That was the... What? No! No! It's time wasting! It's time wasting! It's time wasting! It's clearly time wasting! It's clearly doing it to waste time! Problem is, if we're not careful, we're going to concede from a set piece, or we're going to concede from across in the box. And that seems to be one of our main weaknesses in terms of how we deal with goals. Right, distribute! Chance to come forward here, we're onside. He needs support though, he needs support. I've never seen a team time waste as much as Newport today. I swear. Newport have gone down so many times, it's like I'm watching a real life reenactment of a war documentary on National Geographic or the History Channel. They've gone down so many times, it's unreal. Chance here, onside, press! Ball in! Who's there? Hurst. Oh, come on! Can we not even pass to our own player in the box? I've got a bad feeling we're going to lose either 1-0 or it's going to be a 0-0 draw. So Carty's coming on for Craig. Craig's had a decent debut. He's been all right. Not as much to do as the other debutants that have played today, and started today, but he's been okay. Right, chance! Come on! Ball inside, straight to Newport again. Our crosses right now in these last few minutes can't even beat the first man. Yeah, Newport's been kind of grabbing their way back into this game, and we need to be careful because one slight ball in the box, one set piece, and it could be done. And as I just said, one ball, one set piece, it could be game done, and that's the result.
You know when you've been tangoed.
One ball, One set piece, one ball, and it's going to be 2 loss on the bounce. I literally said it the second before that ball went in. Get it in! A goal! What? And if we're not careful against Graham Alexander, it could be 3 on the bounce. Could be 3. 3 on 1 though. Edge of box. Kyle, Hurst, on the ground. Full time, you can hear the reactions behind me from the Rovers fans. 1-0 loss. And that's 2 loss on the bounce. 2 loss on the bounce. All it took was 1 ball in the box and 1 header in the right place. That's all it took for 3 points. And you can hear what the fans think. You can hear what the fans are saying. Bradford's going to be interesting next week away from home. Listen, the new signings that debuted today all gave a good account of themselves. End of the day, we just didn't defend that 1 ball in the box. And at the end of the day, if you take your chance, you'll get the result. And Newport took their chance.